and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story.
2025 Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Warroad is playing host to Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Talking with Warrior head coach Jay Hardwood. Coach, impressive win, and I'm sure anyone else would probably say that too. An impressive win over a great Grand Forks Central team last night.
Yeah, I thought we played very well. Obviously, much better than the night before, and no, it was a good team effort. I thought everybody was going, everybody was battling hard, and that's the way you have to play because Grand Forks Central is a very, very good team. I would say they're probably the favorite to win in North Dakota this year, and there's a reason they I think that was only their second loss, and you can see why. They're a very good team, and I was glad that we came out and responded the way we did, and put together an effort like that.
We talked about their team speed before the game last night. What did you tell the boys? How do you slow something like that down?
Well, you got to be going, and you got to be, you just don't have that extra time and space that sometimes you might have. You just got to make plays a little bit quicker, and it's just everything's a little bit quicker out there for everybody, and but it's good. Once you get used to it, and you have to play that way. Our boys can adjust to that, and they can play like that.
Yeah. Well, a great performance from Finn and goal. We'll talk about that here in just a bit. But you got on the scoreboard, Fritz, which was, I think it was really huge. It was going to be huge for both teams, whoever got on the board first. You guys were able to do that, and you got a special teams goal out of it, too.
Yeah, we had a lot of pressure. We were moving the puck well, and you got some great chances. And then, it was kind of a scramble in front, and Broden made a nice play to, he make everyone think he was going to shoot, and then he slid it over to Avon, and I think Avon shot, and it actually hit Mooney in the foot and then went right over to Gavin. So, not exactly how you draw it up, but we'll take it.
Gavin isn't going to miss very many of those.
No, I think it surprised him a little bit too that it all of a sudden ended up on his stick. But yeah, that's what usually happens with goal scorers.
Big second period from the big guy Connor Lund too. I mean, he likes scoring goals in bunches. I think we talked about that last night too.
Yeah. It seems like when he's going, he's really going, and he's got a real heavy shot that I think sometimes surprises goalies because when he lets it go, it's going in a hurry, and that's both those goals he just blew it by the goalie, and it was good to see, and hopefully it keeps going.
Yeah, Mooney and Gavin kind of hooked up on that fourth goal. That was a pretty goal too.
Yeah. They they work well together, and made a nice play there, and it was good to see them finish that.
Now, have you had a chance to watch Notre Dame at all? When you've been around here in between games and that type thing, kind of what they're all about. They're a bit of a different team than last year.
Yeah, they're different but similar. They're very well structured. They play their positions well. They work extremely hard. Larry does a good job with them, and I think we're gonna have to be. I don't want us to take anyone lightly because I know they're gonna come out and give a heck of an effort, and we got to be ready for that.
Yeah, they lost all three of their games last year. They've lost two here. They don't want to go. I don't think they want to go 0-6 in 2 years. So, what do you have to do right off the get-go to kind of, prevent that from happening?
Well, I just think I told them the boys last night, if you could put that effort that we had last night in a bottle and bring it out whenever we need it to, that's what we need. So I think that hopefully they get that message that, when we show up and we work hard and we compete and we battle, we can be a very good team, and that's what we have to do.
Coach, we appreciate it here. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we're back after this timeout. As Warroad plays host to Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut, talking with Nate's head coach, Larry Vierick. Coach, good to see you again. Back up here, and hopefully the experience has gone well for you guys.
Yes, thanks for having us. We're always thrilled to be up in Warroad. The community's always opens their arms to us. The hockey teams are a little bit different, but we expect nothing less. So we're thrilled to be here.
Yeah, I know the first game, probably want to forget about that, want to have short memory on that. Talk about the performance from night 1 to night 2 as far as you guys go. I know the result probably wasn't what you wanted, but talk about the effort as far as that goes.
Well, at Notre Dame and West Haven in Connecticut, we're accustomed to winning state championships, and we're the top dog. And to get beat by the margin that we did was embarrassing for myself, the coaches, the program, the players. I mean, one thing to get beat, but one thing to get slaughtered. So it was eye-opening, and we expected some growing pains. We lost 15 players from last year, so we have a young team, and I was thrilled yesterday, and not with the loss. We've never thrilled with that, but we were thrilled with the effort, the grit, and the willingness to get better. So that's why we're here, is to lay a positive foundation for the upcoming season.
And now, of course, taking on Warroad here this afternoon, what are some of the things that you're going to carry over from yesterday's game into this afternoon's game, and maybe come out with a W here on this trip?
Well, what has to happen is we have to show grit. We have to do the systems that we've implemented in place, and we know we're overmatched this year in terms of skill levels. That's not an issue. The issue is we're looking for work ethic, we're looking for grit, and we're looking for kids that are going to not give up. A true test of character is when you're behind, not when you're winning.
Right.
And I've seen a lot of our team so far. And when we get back to Connecticut and done licking our wounds, we're going to put our starting lineup in place, and then our season against Connecticut teams will begin at that point.
Okay. When does that start for you? I mean, does it start right when you get back? How does that work for you?
Well, we start later than here. We start December 1st with tryouts. And that's a whole week process. So we've been only up and running for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And again, our Connecticut schedule could start as early as the 14th, but we choose to play out-of-state teams in New Jersey and Rhode Island and Minnesota. And that lays, again, the foundation for Connecticut teams. Our first Connecticut game won't be for a couple of weeks after we get back. We're going to play Seton Hall Prep from New Jersey and LaSalle from Rhode Island. Then we'll begin our Connecticut season.
Okay. Again, we're talking with Notre Dame head coach Larry Pereira. Here's a Knights take on the Warroad Warriors. Again, I think we touched on it a little bit earlier. The effort and the grit and work ethic by the Knights, that's going to be the key to a good performance and a possible victory here today, right?
That's all we're looking for. Every game it's the foundation that we're looking for. Without that, without work ethic and grit, systematically nothing we can do would help. So the young kids realize this is real hockey, and they realize what they need to do tonight.
Good to talk to you again. Good visiting with you again. It's been fun having you, and hopefully this is something that can continue. I know it's a long trip, but we're certainly glad that you chose Warroad to come up and spend the holiday.
Thank you. Well, Happy New Year, and we're honored to be here. It's a great community.
All right, we're back after this time off.
Bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated. So you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Gardens Arena. As we are about ready to get underway here with the start of the final game of the 2025 Hockeytown Holiday Classic. It's Warroad as they're dressed in their Truth and Reconciliation jerseys, the specially designed jerseys that they wore on the Truth and Reconciliation night back in early December. And those, of course, the white uniforms trimmed in black and gold with the orange that's infused into the jersey as well. Notre Dame, they're playing, wearing their dark uniforms or dark black uniforms with the green numbers trimmed in gold, gold helmets, and both gathered around their respective netminders. For Notre Dame of West Haven, starting today, Eden Sherman, the senior, and for the Warriors, it will be Patrick Kennedy. No, I think that, yeah, it is Patrick Kennedy out there, number 1, getting the start today against Notre Dame of West Haven. And we are just about ready to get underway here with the start of this afternoon's game. It's the Knights and the Warriors from the Gardens. Yeah, we're underway. Dump back now. It's taken in there by Xavier Jacob. Set up here now. The Warriors gaining the offensive zone here, going back behind the net of Sherman. And just underway here, opening period. Here from the Gardens' final game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. The Warriors with a win and a loss. And Notre Dame of West Haven looking for their first win. Nice skated in with a burst of speed. Shot in. Kennedy with a save. Blocks it over here into the near side. So each goalie with the save here. Now it's going to be sent up and sent back into the zone there by Nathan Marzak. And we get a stoppage to play here. 37 seconds into the opening period. And a face-off coming up outside of the Warroad blue line over on the far face-off dot. It will be Ryan Shagaby with the draw. Shagaby, now it's going to be sent back up and out. Now it's going to be played up ahead here now by Warroad. Played up there by Broden Hunfent. Brought across here by Shagaby. Stops top of the circle, feeds it, centering feed. That one knocked down. Hunfent with the shot. Save made by Sherman. So each team, as mentioned, with a shot on goal, each goaltender with a save here, 50 seconds into the opening period. Face off in the Knights zone. Off to the right of senior netminder Eden Sherman, who's getting the start today, this afternoon. Again, Patrick Kennedy getting the start for Warroad this afternoon. Sent over here, far side, now kept in by Warroad. Goes off the side of the net. It's going to be gathered in here now by the Knights. Skated up and out that time by Dylan DeChico. Sent up here, center ace. Now it's going to be Wesley Schreiner bringing it in, trying to split the defense that time. Is going to be forced wide here onto the near side. Minute 17 into the opening period here. No score between Warroad and Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Gathered up here by the Warriors. Back out the point. That's going to be dropped down low there by Connor Lund. Yesterday's Enbridge Energy Player of the Game against Grand Forks Central. Play over the near side now, back behind the net to Sherman. All the way back up top. Now it's going to go across the blue line. Now the Warriors need to touch back up on side. It's going to be Hunfent with it. Back in the neutral zone. That's knocked down, backhanded into the Notre Dame end. So they're going to get a line change here. Out there quickly now is Ethan Kelly. Now the Warriors able to get it up quickly as they gain the Knights zone. Knocked down by the Notre Dame defense. Back inside of their own zone now, play in the neutral zone. And the Knights able to gain the zone once again. Play going back behind the net of Kennedy. Play over here in the near corner now, 2 minutes and 15 seconds in. Still tied up over here in the near side. Sent up here along the board. Centering feed goes all the way through as the Knights forward was out in front and tied up there nicely by the Warroad defense. 2 minutes, 35 seconds into the period. Again, a scoreless game. Final game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic now. A breakout pass by Warroad, and it's going to be dumped in now, chasing after it here near corner. Play over here along the near side. Gathered up here as it's kept in here by Warroad here on the near half wall. Now playing it back behind the net. The Knights able to gain possession, playing it off the wall. Now it's going to be pushed up ahead. Here come the Knights on a 2-on-2. And it's going to be just offside. Yes, just across the line, just a little bit early that time was Quinn Comer. 13:53 left to go here, first period. We played 3 minutes and 7 seconds of the opening period scoreless hockey game here at the Gardens Arena. Off the draw, still tied up here at a face-off circle now, whacking away at it. Yeah, the Warriors able to get control. It's sent into the zone there by Evan Huntvent. Back behind the net is Sherman now. Warroad with it. Now taken back here by the Knights. Getting it up to the center ice area. It was Comer over there. Now taken up here by Warroad. Pass going behind Taylor Humanek. He's able to catch up with it and send it into the Warroad end, or the Notre Dame end here. Play side of the net. Now the Knights able to break it out at center. Puck knocked away. And it's going to be sent in here by the Knights. They're going to get a change here with 13:08 left to go here. First period, no score. Warroad and Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Long cross-ice pass didn't quite connect. David Huntvent. And a whistle stop and play. Whistle stops play here with exactly 13 minutes left. So we played exactly 4 minutes of the first period here. Scoreless game. 2 shots for Warroad here in the period 1 for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And they've been at it for just a few weeks here. They played a couple of games here. They played a couple of games before they made the trip here to Hockeytown, USA. And the Knights, or the Warriors, are going to get a power play out of the deal as a penalty called at the 4-minute mark here. So the Warriors are going to get a power play. Warrior power play, 28.2%. They're 11 of 39 here on the season. Play here along the near side. Huntvent with it now. Right side, now on this side here, it's Gavin Anderson. Anderson back up top to Huntvent. Huntvent back outside the circle here on the near side. Once again, it's Anderson cross ice. Even Huntvent with it now. Back to Anderson outside the circle, back up top. Even Huntvent, one-timer save made by Sherman. It's going to be kept in here now by Warroad. 30 seconds have elapsed on a Warroad power play. Centering feed now, it's Gavin Anderson with a shot that goes wide. It's going to be kept in here nicely by Even Huntvent here on the point on our right side. Huntvent in the middle now, side of the net over to Mooney Shagaby. That one didn't quite connect. He goes over there in the corner now, coming out of there with it now, outside the circle, back up top. Now in the middle, now it's Even Huntvent. Huntvent over here, not a Gavin Anderson shot. Scores! Gavin Anderson. A power play goal. Time of the goal is going to be at 4:55 of period number 1. And for Gavin Anderson, 14th goal of the year. And the Warriors take a 1-0 lead here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. One nothing Warrior lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. So they score in their 4th shot. Even Huntvent with an assist. Broden Huntvent with an assist. Reminder to tune in at the conclusion of our broadcast. We're going to announce our first ever high school boys KQ92 Northland Tire All Tournament team. We did so for the girls. We had the girls. Well, as a matter of fact, if you missed it at the end of our first broadcast, we'll announce once again the first ever Hockeytown Holiday Classic Girls All Tournament team, brought to you by KQ92 and Northland Tire. We'll do that coming up here in the first period intermission, along with our score recap, which has Warroad leading by a score of 1-0 on a power play goal by Gavin Anderson. For Gavin Anderson, goal number 14 on the season, number 28 for his career. He's now at 50 points in 32 games for Gavin Anderson. So he's at 50-point mark in his career as it's played in now by the Knights. And that's going to be brought all the way back the other way here. 11:03 left here in period number one. Again, a 1-0 Warrior lead, a power play goal scored by Gavin Anderson. That's the lone goal of the game here thus far. Face-off coming off to the right of Aiden Sherman. Ryan Chambernick line out there with Samuelson and Taylor Humanick. Tied up in a circle now. It's going to be sent back here. Thomas Grappentine. He'll dump it down low. Play out in front. And it's going to be deflected out of there. Play goes wide down here on the near side. Now back behind the net. Centering feed out front. Shot saved by Sherman. And he'll cover up on it. Sherman with a couple of big saves. He had to sprawl out. Had to reach. And he was able to cover up the puck. That is a fourth save for Aiden Sherman on the afternoon. 1-0 Warroad with the lead here over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Power play goal by Gavin Anderson. Taken up here by the Knights. Sent over here in the near corner. Still tied up over here. Played up and out now. Pass up ahead. It's going to be brought across here. Quinn Comer. Comer toward the middle. Shot in. Save made by Kennedy. Patrick Kennedy coming up big time here on the point-blank shot there by the Knights. And the Warriors back the other way. Humanick sending it over here. Sent back behind the net of the Knights. Netminder Aiden Sherman. Flipped up into a neutralized. Now it'll be gathered in here by the Warriors back in their own end. And quickly back into the offensive zone. Shot fired in. Saved there by Sherman. It is save number 5 for Aiden Sherman. 10 minutes left to go here, period number 1. Gathered up here now by Ryan Lee. Lee, D-to-D pass down. It's even Hunfent back to Lee over on the far side. Carries it across here right side. Now has the top of the circle. Now over here far corner. Back behind the net. Plays over there on the near side. 9:40 left to go here in the opening period. 1-0 Warroad on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Right side of the net. Poked out of there by Sherman. Doing a nice job there. And the Knights able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Ryan Lee back after it here for Warroad. Warroad quickly back into the zone. Drop pass here. Gavin Anderson. Anderson, stutter step. Those okey doke gets around one defender. Now has it on the near side. Here's Lee with it. Lee back out to the point here. Left side. Toward the middle now. Shot goes just wide. Rips one just wide of the net that time. Nice hard shot there by Ryan Lee. Now it's going to be Notre Dame of West Haven. Trying to break out pass, knocked down by Lee. Here's Shagaby with it now. Gavin Anderson, wrist shot, glove save made by Sherman. Save number 6 for Aiden Sherman. 8:56 left to go here, first period. And again, we are 1-0 Warroad over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Off the draw now, back out, Aiden Hunfent shot in, and that one deflected wide, flips high in the air. Puck finally comes down to the ice. Now it's going to be sent over here in the near side, touch pass here. As the Knights able to get it into the Warroad end, shot in on net, steered aside there by Kennedy. Halfway through period number 1 here in a 1-0 hockey game, sent back into the Knights end. Play back out into neutral ice now. It's going to be skated in here now. Broden Hunfent has it right side, top of the circle now, poked away. Taken up here by the Knights. Odd man rush here for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Sending it in now as they make a change as the Warriors have it back deep in their own end. Fresh bodies out on the ice here now for the Knights. So Warriors bring it back in. Hunfent over there. Play over here near side. Now it's going to be sent around here in the far corner. Taking it here, it's Jackson now. Jackson has it, gets it back out of the point, shot in. That one, score! Not sure if it was tipped, but it went back behind Sherman. into the back of the net. And that is Casey Hendrickson going through. So he gives the Warriors a 2-0 lead. Casey Hendrickson, time of the goal here is going to be at 9:08, period number 1. A goal even strength. And the Warriors have taken a 2-0 lead now here over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Gathered up, and it's going to be sent in there now by Warroad as they chase after it here near corner. Schreiner and Roderick Jackson on the assists. Play here at center ice. Again, time of the goal, 9:08. Goal scored by Casey Hendrickson. His fourth goal of the year for Casey. 7 points now for the junior centerman for the Warriors. Warriors back at it once again. Shot hits the deflects away. It's going to be kept in at the point here now. Sam Hard now. It's going to be tipped away. Hard with it once again. Shot that deflected over here near corner here. Now it's coming up on 7 minutes left to go here in the opening period. Again, a 2-0 Warroad lead here over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Play here along the near side. Now it's going to be sent back behind. Sent all the way around. The Knights trying to clear. They do so. It's going to go down the length of the ice. It's going to be an icing call. We're going to bring a faceoff all the way back into the Knights zone. It'll be a faceoff back over in the far faceoff circle off to the left of Eden Sherman. 7 saves on the afternoon. 7 saves on 9 Warrior shots. Patrick Kennedy with a couple of saves on 2 shots for the Knights. Face off here. Our face-off circle. Round back behind the net of Knights netminder Eden Sherman. 6:35 left to go here in the period. Again, 2-0 Warroad on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Player along the near side now comes back toward the middle, and it's going to be taken up by the Knights, sending it out to the neutral ice area. It's going to be dumped in wide of the net that time. Knights chasing after it here in the near corner. Up on 6 minutes left to go here in the period. Knights sending it back into the Warrior end. Now the Warriors dump it down the ice off the wall. That's going to be an icing now. Face-off's going to happen in the Warroad end. It'll be over in the far face-off circle. Back out there for Warroad is Ryan Shoggaby along with Mason Reed and Gavin Anderson, that top unit. Face off to the right of Kennedy. Patrick Kennedy, just his second start. He started in a 3-1 win down in Bemidji in December. Two nothing Warriors. Shot in, save Sherman. Knights clear. Taken up by Warroad. They dump it right back in. Another shot that goes wide of the net here. 5:39 left to go here. Period number 1. 2-0 Warroad with the lead here over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Warriors in the Knights zone. Sent back behind the net to Sherman. Penalty coming up. I think this is going to go on Warroad, and Notre Dame of West Haven, I think, is going to come out of this with a power play, and they are. As heading over to the penalty box is Mason Reed. So he'll sit in the sin bin for 2 minutes, and Notre Dame of West Haven will have it on the power play here for the next few minutes. The Warriors, again, killing off penalties at 95.6%. They've killed off 43 of 45 penalties on the season here thus far. So very, very potent penalty kill the Warriors have here thus far this season. Shot in, got one knocked down. Huntvent trying to clear, and kept in here by the Knights. Outside the circle. Sent over on the near side. Sent over here now to Gavin Nethercock. Sent in on centering feet, almost connected there. Now they get it back out to the point, top of the point here, left side. Back out to the point once again. Now toward the middle, shot in. Save made Kennedy. Hangs onto it. Loose puck behind the net. They score. Kennedy made the initial stop. The puck drifted behind him, and the Knights are on the board. And picking up the goal. I believe that might even be Ethan Kelly here, trying to get the number. We'll get the official scoring from Chris Jones. Time of the goal is going to be at 2:13 or 12:13 rather of the opening period, and it's Warroad 2 and Notre Dame of West Haven 1. So they score their first goal on their fourth shot. So it was Ethan Kelly that picked up the power play goal. So Ethan Kelly with the power play goal, and it is a 2-1 game. So the Knights getting on the board here. And when I talk with Coach Larry Vier, he's hoping that there's going to be some effort and grit and determination from his team. And so far he's seen that and has actually put up a marker on the board, and he trails his opponent by just one here with 4:19 left to go here in the opening period. Play over here on the far side. D-to-D pass now. It's going to be sent up ahead here. Gavin Anderson got away from him a little ways. Now it's going to be taken back here now by the Knights as they bring it in onside. Played in, gathered up by Warroad, dumped over here into the far corner now. It's going to be Reed. He waits for it. Now he comes over and grabs it. Taken up here now by the Warriors, deep in their own end now. Pass across. It's going to be taken up here now by Sam Hard. Hard over here now to Connor Lund. Lund over here in the near corner here. 3:39 left to go here, first period. It's Warroad 2 and Notre Dame of West Haven 1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Even Huffent with the shot, the save. No, he got it through, and it is a 3-1 Warroad lead. Huffent with the goal. He was able to sneak it through. Time of this one is going to be at 13:29. I think first goal of the tournament for Eben Huntfent. He's got three, maybe four assists in the tournament, but his first goal of the tournament, and that on the season is going to be his fifth goal of the season. So Lund and Shogby on the assists. 3-1 your score. Warroad now back up to a 2-goal lead here. 3 minutes left to go here. First period, 3-1 Warroad over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Bouncing puck toward the middle now. It's going to be gathered in here. Taken up by Warroad. Skated back down low. Sent up here along the near side now. Back behind the net. Penalty coming up on Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Warriors with it in the zone. Lee from between the circle shot, save made, rebound. That's going to be steered just wide. Again, delayed penalty called. Shot in. That one hit the side of the net. It's going to be kept in there by Warroad. Warroad still with control of it here as they pull the goalie for the extra attacker. And the whistle will stop play once the Knights touch the puck. Set in toward the middle, and that is going to bring up the face-off here. 2:12 left to go here in period number 1. And Warroad will go back on the power play as the Knights will take the penalty. And another power play here for Warroad. They scored on the power play already, and that was earlier on in the period. As a matter of fact, first goal of the game, first goal of this hockey game was on the power play, and it was scored by Gavin Anderson, his 14th of the year. Back on the power play once again here with 2:12 left to go. So almost the balance of the first period. The Warriors will skate with a 5-on-4 skater advantage off the draw. Taking up here now, Broden Huntfent. Tees it up, now slides it over to Anderson, back to Broden up top. Broden over here to Eben Huntvent. Ethan Kelly, I think, with the, check that, it's Matt Kelly on the penalty, sitting in the penalty box here for the next minute 35. Broden Huntvent with it now. Huntvent around Ethan Kelly. Huntvent, stand on the shot. It goes wide of the net and over into the near corner here. Minute and a half left to go here in the period. Again, 3-1 Warroad over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And the shot, the save made by Sherman. That is save number 12 for the senior netminder for the Knights. Minute and a half left to go in the period. Minute 19 left to go in the minor penalty to the Knights' Matt Kelly, senior defenseman. Face out to the right of Sherman on his stick side. Broden Huntvent. Even Huntvent back up top to Broden. Now over here, Gavin Anderson. Back to Broden Huntvent. Shot, save made. Rebound, goal. Just that quick. It took all of 51 seconds for the Warriors to score on the power play. Once again, time of the goal is going to be at 15:40. Goal scored by Shagabe. Second power play goal. And for Mooney, that's his 10th goal of the season. So he's up to 20 points. And he's up to 95 points for his career. 4-1 now. Huntvent and Anderson on the assist. Again, a 4-1 Warroad lead. Final minute of play here in the opening period. 4-1 Warroad lead. Here over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Again, a couple of power play goals for the Warriors, a couple of even strength goals. And the Knights, they've scored their goal on power play. So 3 power play goals here in the hockey game. Sent in, pad save made there by Sherman. That's going to be save number 15 for the Knights netminder. Sent over here, far corner now, chasing it down. It's Chamernick over there. Sent back out of the point, kept in nicely that time. Slid over here now. It's Wesley Schreiner with a shot. That one knocked up high into the air. Knights trying to clear. They do so. They get it out to the neutral ice area here. Taylor Humanick. Humanick over here now. Broden Huntvent. He'll skate it across your right side. Huntvent outside the circle. Back up top now. It's Schreiner with it. Schreiner on this side. And couldn't quite get control of the puck to get the shot away. Had Sherman out of position, but couldn't get a shot away. That's going to do it for the first period. With your score, the Warroad Warriors 4 and the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut 1. We're going to be back after this timeout on KQ92 and online at KQ92.com and yourliveevent.com.
Been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. Here we are in our first period intermission of the final game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. And after one period of play, the Warroad Warriors lead the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut by a score of 4-1. Scoring in that first period, the Warriors got on the board first, a power play goal from Gavin Anderson. And Gavin Anderson, that's, I believe, 3 goals for Gavin Anderson here in the tournament. And Evan Huntvent and Broden Huntvent on the assists, and they both had multiple assists here in the tournament. Warriors took a 1-0 lead. They take a 2-0 lead at 9:08 on an even strength goal by Casey Hendrickson. Assisting there was Wesley Schreiner and Roderick Jackson, a 2-0 lead there. The Knights got on the board, a power play goal by Ethan Kelly. And that at 12-13, that made it a 2-1 hockey game. And the Knights were right back in it. Warriors would get back up to that 2-goal lead as they would get goals from Evan Huntvent at the 13:29 mark and a power play goal from Ryan Shagabe at the 15:40 mark. And that leaves you with our score here after one period of play. It is Warroad 4 and the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut 1. Shots in that first period, 19 for Warroad. That means 15 saves for netminder Aiden Sherman for the Knights. And the Knights had 4 shots. That means 3 saves for Warroad goaltender Patrick Kennedy. Again, this final game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic, the girls tournament, wrapped up a little bit earlier on this afternoon. Again, Warroad with the final game there as they were able to come out with the win, and they win this year's tournament. And when we come back, just in case you missed it earlier on, we will let you know the members of the first annual KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team for the Girls Hockeytown Holiday Classic. We'll do that coming up in our next segment here in our intermission report. And, of course, we will have the KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team for the Boys Hockeytown Holiday Classic following the conclusion of this game. We'll do that at the tail end of this game. When we come back, we'll have more from the Gardens Arena. Your score on the Security State Bank scoreboard, Warroad 4 and the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut 1. We're back after this timeout.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena here. We're in our first period intermission here of today's game. It's a Warroad Warriors and the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Earlier, the girls' portion of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic wrapped up with Warroad defeating the North Shore Storm as the Warriors go undefeated in this year's tournament as they beat Crookston, Albert Lee, and North Shore in all three of their games as they win this year's tournament. And also, a little bit earlier, Graham Shear had the opportunity to announce the very first annual KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament Team. Again, the All-Tournament Team brought to you by KQ92 and also by Northland Tire in Roseau. The forwards for the very first annual All-Tournament Team, the forwards for this year's girl tournament on the All-Tournament Team, Emmy Hardwick of Warroad and Olivia Anthony of Warroad and Reese Costley from North Shore. The defense that were chosen for the all-tournament team on the girls' side, Morgan Goskason, who scored the overtime winner in Albert Lee's win over Crookston a little bit earlier this afternoon. She picked up the one of the defense spots on the all-tournament team. And the other going to Adley Bigness, the sophomore defenseman from the Crookston Pirates. And the goalie for the all-tournament team goes to none other than Warroad's Peyton Raleigh. So Emmy Hardwick, Olivia Anthony, and Reese Costley are your forwards. Morgan Goskason and Adley Bigness, your defense, and Peyton Raleigh, your goaltender. And that is the very first ever KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament Team for the Girls Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Again, the boys all-tournament team, we will announce that following the conclusion of this game. And right now we stand at 4-1 after one period of play. Warroad leading the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Again, 3 special teams goals, 3 power play goals scored here in the contest. And one of them being from Notre Dame of West Haven, and that just the I want to say the second or third that Warroad has given up. They haven't given up very many as far as power play goals. And let's see, coming into the game, there were 43 of 45. Now they're 43 of 46. Still, conversion rate on the penalty kill well over 95% on that. So a very potent penalty kill that the Warriors have got going. Did give up a power play goal today, but again, not many have gotten past a Warrior goaltender when the Warriors have skated a man short. 4-1 your score. Warriors up by 3. We'll take another break. We're back with a second period after this on KQ92 and online at KQ92.com and yourliveevent.com.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Just Ray Miller on Lake Country, KQ92. Right now, it's 0.
All right, welcome back. Teams coming back out onto the ice as we're going to get ready here for period number 2 of the final game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. And over at the Roseau Boys Tournament, we had the first ever KQ92 Northland Tire all-tournament team for the Roseau Boys Holiday Tournament. That went like this. Your forwards were Eli Muir of Kitson County Central, Dawson Canfield of Lake of the Woods, and Wyatt Heskin from Mayport. Your defense were Beck Hammer and Abram Waggy, and your goalie was Jonah McDougall from Lake of the Woods. That is the KQ92 Northland Tire all-tournament team for the Roseau Boys Holiday Tournament. Again, we will announce the all-tournament team for this year's Boys Hockeytown Holiday Classic following the conclusion of this game, as we are going to get back to that. As the teams will swap sides, it'll Patrick Kennedy will defend the goal off to our left. Aiden Sherman, the goal off to our right. And we will get into a second period of play here with Warroad leading here by a score of 4-1. 4-1 your score. Shoggaby, Reed, and Gavin Anderson out there for the Knights. Xavier Mitchell, Ethan Kelly, blue line is Xavier Jacob and Matt Kelly. So they're trying to get the clock set back to 17. They had it set at 13. Now set at 17. Now we're ready to go here with the second period, and we're underway.
Second period is underway.
Just underway here. Period number 2. Now the Warriors with it back in their own end. Now lead pass up ahead. Here's Mason Reed. Reed with it now. He's forced wide here on the near side. Still tied up here along the near half wall. Flipped over here far corner, giving chase here is going to be Gavin Anderson. The Knights get there first. They send it up and out into the neutral zone. Swatted away. Now it's going to be taken up here by Broden Hunfent. Back in his own end. Trumpeted here in the near corner. Just underway here, period number 2. Here from the Gardens Arena, final game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Sent over here in the near corner. Still tied up over there. As the Knights trying to get it out of their own end here, out of their own zone, back up to neutral ice. They do so. Now it's going to be sent up ahead here by Connor Lund. Backhanded into the Warroad end here by the Knights. Warriors quickly back the other way. Now it's going to be brought across. Centering feed now. Shot in. That one's going to be knocked down. I think we got a penalty coming up here. We have played 1 minute and 4 seconds. No, we aren't going to have a penalty. I thought there was going to be a penalty called there, but we are going to get a face-off coming up to the right of Aiden Sherman. Face-off on the way now, back onto the point. And it's going to be taken there by Notre Dame, West Haven. Jackson with the now touch pass. It's going to be brought in now. Casey Hendrickson. Hendrickson on the forehand. Shot save made there by Sherman. That is save number 17 for the Notre Dame netminder. 1 minute and 17 seconds into period number 2. It's Warroad 4 and the Knights 1. Pass almost connected there with Grappentine. He's able to catch up with it now. Flips it over here into the far corner. Centering feed that time for Jackson. Didn't quite connect. That one bounces back off the wall. Now it's going to go all the way back into the Warroad end. Now it's going to be Sam Hard who takes it here. Hard back behind his own net. They'll try and break it out from there here along the near side. They get it up to neutralize. Touch pass as Hendrickson overskates it. Now it's going to be taken up here by Q Jackson. Jackson shot in. That one knocked away. It's going to go out of play. Face off on the way here. 15-11 left to go here. Period number 2. We played 1 minute and 49 seconds. Still 4-1 Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut on the Security State Bank scoreboard. The face-off to the left of Aiden Sherman. On his glove side. Now it's going to be taken up by the Knights and tripping up there. Now they send it out to the center ice area. Knocked down, kept in by the Warriors. Kept in the zone now, sent toward the middle. Gathered in here now by Warroad. Back up top, here's Humanick with it now. Humanick, now Ryan Lee. Lee clears a shot in. That goes wide of the net. Chased down by the Knights over here in the far corner as they try and clear. Looking for options now, sending it off the wall here on the side. And it's going to be steered aside there by Kennedy as the play continues. Knights looking for the long breakout pass. Sending it into the zone. Here, check that the Warriors looking for the breakout pass. Sent in on Sherman. Covers up. Save number 18 for the senior netminder here for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. 14:34 left to go here in period number 2. 4-1, Warroad with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Shot in on Sherman. Covers up on it. Just a weak shot in. Face-off here again. Far face-off circle off to the right of the Knights netminder on the stick side this time now. Poke free and sent into the Warroad end. Now chasing after it there. Actually getting there first. It's going to be Xavier Mitchell. And now you have a whistle here. 2 minutes, 34 seconds into the second period. Face-off coming back into the Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut end. Face-off to the right of netminder Aiden Sherman. Senior netminder for the Knights. Face-off won by Warroad. Even Huntvent shot, pad save, big rebound, and a glove save made by Sherman on the rebound as he was able to slide over and scoop that one out of the air. So big time shot by Huntvent at the top of the circle. Big rebound came out. And the save on the rebound shot by Sherman. His 20th of the hockey game. And we've only played 2 minutes and 39 seconds here of period number 2. Warriors 24 shots in the hockey game. They lead 4-1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard now. Taken up here by Warriors. The Knights had it momentarily. Now it's going to be sent back behind the net. Play over here in the near corner now. We played 3 minutes here of period number 2. Now it's going to be brought across by the Knights. Shot in. Kennedy. He knocks that one away. Got turned around for his trouble. Now it's going to be brought back the other way here now by Warroad. Ryan Lee. Lee drop pass. Shot blocked there by the Knights. Tipped up and out. Even Huntvent overskated by the Knights. Knights have it in the have it in their own end. Now get it back out to neutral ice. Warroad with it in the neutral zone now. Pass over here to the Warriors as they dump it in here. That was Grayson Bento who was out there. Center over in the Warroad end. That's going to be an icing and a face-off coming off to the right of Knights netminder Eden Sherman. Again, a 20-save evening already, and we've played 3 minutes and 43 seconds here of period number 2. So period 20 minutes and 43 seconds. 20 saves. Face off to his right. Now the centerman for the Knights gets tossed, so sent up on a play outside the circle. Sent in now, steered aside there by Sherman. Play over here in the near corner. Back up top, Wesley Schreiner with it now. Schreiner with it now. Glove save made by Sherman. Save number 21. 13:02 left to go here in period number 2. It is 4-1 Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Tipped away. Sent on the near side. It's Wesley Schreiner outside the circle. Schreiner looking for options here. Back behind the net. Sends it over here far corner. Outside the circle, dumped down low once again. Now it gets past. Knights able to trying to break it out. Do so. And that one was stopped up there by Broden Huntford. Here come the Warriors back the other way. Shoggaby with it now. Shoggaby shoots. Rebound. That one's going to be tipped just wide. Shoggaby made a nifty move. Got a shot in on net. Pad save made by Sherman. His 22nd of the hockey game. Play over here near corner here in the near side. Now it's Schreiner. Schreiner, D-to-D pass over here on the far side. Shot high and wide. Play side of the net. Now it's going to be skated up and out here now by the Knights. So they get it into the Warroad end here. Knights change it up here with 12 minutes left to go here in period number 2, trailing 4-1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Skated up now by Broden Huntfent. Huntfent carries it across, loses control of it now. It's going to be taken up there by Shoggaby. Shoggaby. Play over here on the near side. Now it's Grappentine. Now back to Mooney. Gets it back over here at the point here on the far side. Shot in, save made there, Sherman. Save number 23 for the Knights netminder. A unit of Lund, Jackson, and Ryan Chamernick out there. Face off to the right of the Notre Dame net. Face off one controlled by the Knights. Sent back behind the net now. Now set back here on the near side as they try and play it out here along the near boards. And it's flipped up into the air and batted out into the neutral ice area. Lund with it now, banking it off the far wall. 11 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in period number 2. 4-1 Warroad with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Play here along the near side. Got it up here now by Grappentine. Grappentine over skating it. Now it's going to go all the way back out into neutral ice. Grappentine dumping it back into the Notre Dame end. Knights able to clear it out to neutral ice. Pass over on this side here. Caden Smith now bringing it in here for the Knights. Smith the shot in. That one deflected away. Play over here near corner. 10:35 left to go here in the period. 4-1 Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Set in now. Gathered up here. Back toward the middle. Now it's going to be brought across by Jackson. Jackson top of the circle, leaving it there for Connor Lund. Lund sending it. And it's going to be sent back out to neutral ice here. Now taken up by Warroad, back in their own end here, back inside of their own blue line. Pass up ahead, off the ball, swatted into the zone here. Humanick shot in, save made Sherman. Shot there by Shoggaby. Now gathered up here, Samuelson with it now. Gathered up here by the Knights. Knights skating it up and out. Pass up ahead a little bit further. It gets beyond. Trailing on the play, shot in. Then the kicked away there by Kennedy. Play here in neutral ice area. 9:35 left here. Shagabe shot in. Save made Sherman. Loose puck in front. Another shot. Another save by Sherman. And a whistle stop a play here with 9:32. 9:32 left to go here in the second period here. A 4-1 Warroad lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. 9:32 left to go here in the period.
You can take over $341 and a few Warroad hats. You can come down to the score box again.
Face off here, near face off circle here in the Knights zone. Taking the draw here now for Warroad is Parker Mose. He's out there with Grayson Bento and Maddox Cole out there, I think. Yep, he is. So that fourth unit out there for Warroad. 9:25 left to go here. Second period, 4-1 Warroad with the lead here over the Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut Knights. Here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Tipped up ahead now. The Warriors sending it toward the middle now. Tipped ahead. We're skating it there is Mose. Try to get it over for Cole. Now it's Huntvent with it. Groden back in his own end now. Wesley Schreiner. Schreiner up ahead. It's going to be tipped up ahead here to Grayson Bento. And a whistle stop a play here. 8:53 left to go. Here in period number 2, coming up on the halfway point here of the second period. In a 4-1 game, no scoring since the 15:40 mark of the first period. That was a power play goal by Ryan Shagabe. Face off just outside the Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut blue line. Tied up now, dumped in there by Grayson Bento. Play over here, far corner, far boards. Now it's going to be sent up and out here now by the Knights. Schreiner whacking it back the other way. Backhanded into the zone here now by Warroad, giving chase. Maddox Cole over there. Puck knocked in, kept in here now by Warroad. Shot, big time save. As the Warriors got a quick shot in here on Sherman. His 26th save. 26 saves for Aiden Sherman. And a whistle stop a play here with 8:17 left. Here in period number 2 again, it's Warroad 4, the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut 1. That on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Here on Wednesday, New Year's Eve day. Well, actually, it's more getting closer now. It's more like New Year's Eve, or getting closer to that. Happy New Year. Thanks for letting us be a part of your 2025 sports-wise. And we're going to ring in the new year by wrapping it up with some high school boys hockey here. We're over halfway through the second period. 4-1 Warroad lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Gathered up here now by Warriors. Shot save made, initial save made, rebound controlled there by the Knights as they force it wide. Sam Hard had it momentarily, flipped up high in the air. Tried the breakout pass, didn't quite connect. Now Shagabe bringing it back in now for Warroad. Shagabe makes a nifty move, tries to center it, knocked down by the defender out in front of the goal here for the Knights. They get it out to the center ice area. Now it's going to be sent into the Warroad end here as the Knights are going to make a change here with 7:15 left to go here in period number 1. 4-1 Warroad with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Mason Reed. Reed back behind the net. Reed with it now. One-timer shot. That one deflected away. Now the Knights trying to clear. It's going to be kept in nicely that time by even Huntvent. Now gathered up here again by the Knights. So they get it out to neutralize Bobby Plurdy. 6:50 left to go here in period number 1. Period 2 rather. Play at center. Now it's going to be Connor Lund. Lund with it now. He had a couple of goals last night against Grand Forks Central. Shot in. That one, oh, good. It's deflected just wide. The shot there by Ryan Lee. Warriors keep it in at the point there. Another shot. That goes wide of the net. Karam's off over here on the near side. Lee with it now. Bouncing puck. Try to cross-ice pass. Knocked away there by the Knights. And they send it all the way down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing. And face-off here was 6:18. 6:18 left to go here in period number 2. face-off here in the Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut end. Off to the left of netminder Aiden Sherman on his glove side. Off the draw, one there by Jackson, centering feed in front. That one broken up nicely by the defense out in front of Sherman that time. Sent into the Warroad end. Now play continues. Back behind the net. Now it's going to be played back over here along the near side. Now played back behind the net once again. Getting it on the play. Warriors trying to poke it free on the far side. Now sent back toward the back of the net once again. Now the Warriors able to come out with control. Skating it up and out now. Pass up ahead a little too far for Lund. That's going to be an icing and a face-off coming up here with 5:46 left here in period number 2. 4-1. Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And the last goal of this hockey game was scored at 15:40 of the first period. It was a power play goal by Ryan Shagabe for Warroad. Third power play goal of the game. The Warriors have 2. The Knights have 1. They were all scored back in period number 1. Shot in. Glove save there by Patrick Kennedy. And Patrick Kennedy on the season, just the one start, the lone start down in Bemidji. And that was a 3-1 win on a Saturday afternoon down at Bemidji Community Arena as Kennedy with a win down there. Lone start, another shot in, another save there for Kennedy. As that afternoon, Kennedy giving up just the one goal. And Warriors are able to put 3 past the Bemidji netminder to get the victory on a Saturday afternoon, an early December Saturday afternoon game. Sent on the near side, tipped over here along the wall. Now it's going to be set up. It's brought across here by the Knights. Knights bringing it in, shot in. That one partially deflected there by Evan Hunfeld. Play over here for our corner. 5:15 left to go here in period number 2 rather. Taken up by the Knights. They have it in the Warriors zone now. Centering feed. That one didn't quite connect there with Dominic DiCicchio. 5 minutes left to go here in the period. 4-1 Warroad on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Another shot in, deflected away there by Kennedy. 7 saves for Patrick Kennedy here on the afternoon. On the other side, 27 saves for Aiden Sherman. Warriors on the change here is that 4th unit out of Maddox Cole, Parker Mose, and Grayson Bento out there. 4:29 left to go here in the period. Play back in the Warroad end. Sent here along the near side. Warriors try and clear. They do so. Play back into neutral ice. Cross ice pass there by Nathan Marsak here for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Run across here, Parker Mose. Mose centering feed. That one deflected and tipped over here into the near corner. Got it up here now by the Warriors. Warriors trying to center it. Pass didn't connect there with Evan Hunfeld. Overskated by a Knights defender. Turn forward. Now it's going to be brought back across here now by the Warriors. Trailing on the play, sending it toward the net. Sherman with the stop, and he'll hang on to it. To be save number 28. They count that a shot on goal. Haven't counted it yet. So right now, according to the scoreboard, 27 saves for Aiden Sherman for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Coming up at about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Play back behind the net. Tied up here along the near side. It's going to be Wesley Schreiner keeping it in. Schreiner over here on the far side now. The Knights trying to clear. It's going to be kept in there now by Broden Hunfeld. 3:18 left to go here in period number 2. 4-1 Warroad with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Sent back into the Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut end. Knights trying to clear. They do so. They get it out to neutralize play going all the way back inside of the Warroad blue line now. Grappentine with it. Under 3 minutes left to go here in period number 2. Again, still a 4-1 game. Again, no scoring in the hockey game since the 15:40 mark of the first period. Goes all the way down the length of the ice into the Warroad end now, off to the right of Patrick Kennedy. Gathered up here by Warroad, skated up and out now. The Hunt bent, dropping it back here at the point now, dumped down low here. Gavin Anderson tipped over here near corner by a Warriors skater. Tied up here in the near side, 2:20 left to go here in the second period here in a 4-1 game. The Warriors looking for their second win of the tournament. They lost their opener 4-2 to Grand Forks Red River. Shot in, that one deflected away. Lost their opener to Grand Forks Red River, then came back last night and shut out Grand Forks Central 4-0. Sam Hard with it now. Now it's going to be played in now. Here's Connor Lund, shot in, save made, loose puck side of the net. Now they're going to whistle it dead. Connor Lund, big heavy shot that time. And Sherman was able to knock that one away. 29 saves for Aiden Sherman. Minute 55 left to go. Here's second period. Again, Warroad with the lead 4-1 over the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Face-off here near face-off circle. Back out to Ryan Lee. D-to-D pass here, far side now. It's going to be dumped down low here. Even Hunt bent. Knights trying to clear. They do so. Pass up ahead a little bit too far. It's going to go in on net. Patrick Kennedy will play it off here along the near side, trying to play it up to a teammate. Didn't quite connect on that one. The Knights able to bring it in now. Shot in. That goes wide. Deflected wide. There's a shot in there by the Knights. Tipped up here to the center ice area now. It's going to be Connor Lund. Takes it off the wall here on the near side. Has it near corner. Skating it back behind the net. Drop pass. And the save made. Nifty pass by Lund. Setting up a teammate. Sherman coming up with the save. Should be save number 30, and it is on the 34th Warroad shot here of the hockey game. Coming up in the final minute of play here in period number 2.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Play over here in the far corner. Warriors with it in their own end now from his knees, trying to bank it off the wall. Shot in by Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut now as they keep it in the zone here outside the near wall. Gathered up here now, pass in. That's going to be offside as the pass came from outside of the blue line and received inside of the blue line. So that's a no-no, and we will bring the face-off back outside of the Knights blue line, and we'll get a face-off here with 38.9 seconds left. When we come back, we'll recap the second period, and not much in the scoring department because we haven't had any as of yet, anyway. Here in the period, again, the last goal scored in this hockey game was at 15:40 of the first period, a power play goal by Mooney Shagaby. Now it's going to be brought in. Here's Samuelson. Samuelson centers it. That one's going to go all the way through. Taken up here by the Knights. Banked up off the wall. A little bit too far that time. It's Caden Smith. Now gathered up here by the Knights. It's Connor Battaglia. Final seconds ticking down here in period number 2 here in a 4-1 game. Samuelson now toward the middle. Bouncing puck, rolling puck. Pushed out of harm's way. That's going to do it. 34 minutes of hockey in the books with your score. The Warroad Warriors 4, the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut 1. We're going to be back after this timeout.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated. So you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
To support student safety and growth, bring your skills, passion, and vision to a community that values learning and impact. Apply today in the district office or online at warroadschools.org.
Want beautiful flowers, candy bouquets, or the perfect gift with...
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena here as we're in our second period intermission here of this final day of the final game of the final day of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. And the folks of the town of Warroad, do want to extend a thank you to everybody that made the trip up here to participate in the tournament. And on the boys' side, of course, we're talking Grand Forks Central and Grand Forks Red River. And of course, the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And on the girls' side, the Crookston Pirates making the trip up once again this year, as did the Albert Lee Tigers. And that is a long trip. We're talking southeastern Minnesota all the way up to northwest Minnesota to participate in a holiday tournament, and they made the trip, and of course, very appreciative of that. And the North Shore Storm from over on the North Shore, obviously, with the schools making up that co-op right along Highway 61, right along the North Shore of northeastern Minnesota, North Shore of Lake Superior there, and the North Shore Storm. They are going to come out with a good trip. They had a good trip in. They won 2 and lost 1, as did the Albert Lee Tigers. And Crookston, I think they went, they lost today, as Albert Lee won in overtime against Crookston. That was a little bit earlier on today. In that second period, no scoring, as we haven't had a goal here in the hockey game since the 15:40 mark of the first period. Shots in that second period, 15 for Warroad for a 2-period total of 34. That means 30 saves for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut netminder Aiden Sherman, and 4 shots for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. That means 7 saves for Warroad netminder Patrick Kennedy. As again, the Knights scored on the power play, and doesn't happen very often. Does not happen very often that the Warriors give up a power play goal, but they did today, and that came off the stick of Ethan Kelly. Again, I do want to remind you that we will have this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic All-Tournament team, the first ever KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team. We'll announce that coming up at the conclusion of this game. And again, our winners of the All-Tournament on the All-Tournament team, our nominees are winners of the All-Tournament team on the girls' side. And that was announced a little bit earlier this afternoon. Your forwards were Emmy Hardwick and Olivia Anthony from Warroad, and Reese Costley from the North Shore Storm. The defense was Morgan Goskason from Albert Lee, and she had the overtime winner against Crookston here this afternoon. Also on the All-Tournament team, Adley Vignes, the sophomore for the Crookston Pirates on the defense. And your goaltender on the All-Tournament team, Peyton Raleigh for the Warriors, the University of Minnesota commit, is a goaltender for the first ever KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team on the girls Hockeytown Holiday Classic over in Roseau. They wrapped up their tournament a little bit earlier on today, and that All-Tournament team again, brought to you by KQ92 and along with Northland Tire. Your forwards were Eli Muir from Kitson County Central, Dawson Canfield from Lake of the Woods, and Wyatt Heskin from Mayport. Your defense were Beck Hammer and Abram Waggy for the Rosa Rams. And the goaltender on the All-Tournament team, Jonah McDougall for the Lake of the Woods Bears. So that's your All-Tournament team. Your KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team for the Roseau Boys Holiday Tournament. Again, we're coming up on the third period here. This afternoon's game, again, final game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. And that's going to be coming up here momentarily. Quick check on the KQ92 scoreboard. Girls hockey a little bit earlier this morning. As a matter of fact, they played this one bright and early. Rosa Rams played Hopkins St. Louis Park in the 7th place game, at the Eden Prairie Midwinter Meltdown Tournament. The Rams finally came out with a win. They lost their first game. They lost 4-3 to Grand Rapids Greenway in the quarterfinals, lost in the consolation semifinals to Gentry Academy. That was a 5-2 win by Gentry Academy back on Tuesday. Today, the Rams come out with a win in the seventh place game of the Eden Prairie tournament as they defeat Hopkins St. Louis Park. Next for Roseau will be a home game Saturday when they will play host to Brainerd Little Falls, and you can listen to that game on the Northern Star, 1410 AM and 1029 FM KRWB, and you can listen to it online at kq92.com. Go to the menu, go to the drop-down menu, click on KRWB Listen Live, and you can listen to all the action of Rosa Ram girls hockey coming up on Saturday afternoon. As a matter of fact, we've got Rosa Ram girls hockey Saturday afternoon and Minnesota Wild hockey coming up on Saturday on the Northern Star. We're going to start getting back into some more Minnesota Wild games here as our schedule starting to even out. It's getting busier, but not bunching up on doubleheaders as much here in the month of January. As the team's starting to come back out onto the ice, that means we will take one final timeout. We will come back with the third period after this on KQ92 and online at KQ92.com and yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Commercial. All right, we are back here. We are just about ready to get underway here with the third period. Warroad defending the goal off to our right. Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut, the goal off to our left. Final period but this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Third period underway here. It's dumped in here by the Knights, steered aside there by Kennedy. That's going to be save number 8 for Patrick here this afternoon. Skated up and out now. It's going to be brought in. Shagaby's got Gavin Anderson with him. Shagaby rips one wide. Play here at the side of the net's going to be covered up there by Sherman. We get our first stoppage of play here, 21 seconds into the third period. And we will, again, we will announce a KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team coming up at the conclusion of this game. And of course, to have, looking forward to hearing from Warrior coach Jay Hardwick, along with a player or two. Shot scored, and a goal finally as we had a long drought. As it's going to be Avon Huntvent scoring at the 32-second mark. Makes it a 5-1 game as we are in period at number 3, and it is now 5-1 Warroad. Avon Huntvent. That is goal number 5, I believe, for Avon. I think 5. Yep, 5 for Huntvent. Mason Reed, Gavin Anderson on the assist. So it's a 5-1 hockey game now. Off to draw. It's going to be sent all the way around the board here. Gathered in now. Now Connor Lund with it now, trailing on a play shot. Oh, that one deflected away by Schumer. Play over here in the near side. Sherman make that. We have played 2 minutes. We played a minute, I should say, just over a minute here in period number 3 here. It's a 5-1 game now on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Sent back into the Warroad end. Back after it here, Wesley Schreiner with it now. Schreiner quickly up ahead. The Warriors gaining the Knights' end. Taken up here by the Knights. Sending it out to neutralize. Now it's going to be right back in. Brought right back in here now by Jackson here for Warroad. Jackson, long cross-ice pass. Here's Broden Hunfent. Hunfent now, side of the net. Toward the middle now. It's going to be broken up there by the defense out in front of Sherman that time, Eden Sherman. Now the Knights coming back the other way. Here comes Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Bringing it across the line, top of the circle, shot in, save made. Patrick Kennedy. 9 saves for Kennedy. 10 saves make that. As the Knights with a couple of shots here in the period. Shots now 38 for Warroad and 11 for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. We're coming up on 2 minutes played here in period number 3. Back up top, shot one-timer. That goes wide of the net. It's going to be tipped around the board. Gathered up here now by the Knights. Tied up here far corner. Sit over here on the near side. Warroad trying to get it back out to neutralize. They do so. Now the Knights with it back in their own end. Now it's going to be brought across, and it's going to be offside as Chamernick brought it in. Humanick was still in the zone, tried to get back outside of the blue line before Chamernick brought it across, but couldn't do so. 2 minutes, 15 seconds into period number 3. It's 5-1. Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Off the face-off now. The Knights trying to play it up ahead. They do so. They get it into the Warroad end now. Back after it here for the Warriors. Again, clad in their Truth and Reconciliation jerseys here this evening. Shot in. Now the Knights with it. Trailing on the play. Fanning on the shot. Another player trailing on the play. Shot goes up high and wide of the net that time. Warroad pass up ahead. That one knocked down here by the Knights. So they have it inside of their own blue line. Pass up ahead. Tipped into the zone that time. Tipped in there by Caden Smith. Warroad back after it now, back into the neutral ice area. Now the Knights coming back the other way. Cruising in, shot in, blocker save made there by Kennedy. That'll be his 11th save of the hockey game. Tipped up, and the Knights with it here at the center ice area. Now flipped up over to the far side. It's going to be dumped in by the Knights. Gathered up by Warroad deep in their own end here. Played up ahead. Now it's going to be skated across here. Parker Mose. Mose with it. Sent back the other end here now by Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And we will get a whistle and an icing, and we will get a face-off back on the Knights' end. Off to the right of netminder Eden Sherman. Taking the draw there is Parker Mose. Mose out there with Grayson Bento and Maddox Cole. We've gotten a few shifts here during the hockey game. Tipped up ahead now, a little bit too far. Back to Evan Hunfent. He's got the lone goal here in the third period. Sent up ahead now. It's going to be brought across here now by Notre Dame of West Haven. Shot in, save made there by Kennedy. Save number 12. 12 saves for Patrick 12 saves for Patrick Kennedy. And the Warriors are going to go on the power play. I think the Knights are going to go on a power play. .13:05 left to go here in period number 3. Back up top.
The Warriors with 3:55 of the third period. Number 22.
Slashing now. Was slashing on even Huntfent. So the Knights on the power play here for the next minute 43. Well, they skated up and out of the zone, out of their own end. Dumped in, back behind the net to Kennedy. Trying to dig it free there is Dominic DiCicchio. Sent over here, far side. That one dumped in there by Matt Kelly. And it's going to be dumped down the length of the ice here now by Warroad. 12:20 left to go here. Period number 3. 1:13 left to go. And the minor penalty to Warroad's even Huntfent. 5-1 Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. It's going to be brought across by Ethan Kelly. Senior defenseman, or senior forward rather. Centering feed, that one knocked down, and a whistle stop and play. Another penalty coming up here, and a hooking call, and another penalty on Warroad. That is going to give the Knights a 58-second 5-on-3. And a chance for them to get back into this game. Here's a Knights now on a 5-on-3 here for the next 58 seconds, trailing by 4. Face off on a Warroad end. Play here along the near side. Dumped down the length of the ice here by Warroad. Again, the Warroad penalty kill, as mentioned at the top of the broadcast, killing off penalties at a 95% clip. Carried across here by Xavier Jacob. Knocked down here by Warroad. Dumped down the length of the ice here, Gavin Anderson. 34 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3. 11:35 left to go here in period 3. Warroad leading 5-1. Cross ice pass knocked down. Now it's Anderson with it here now for Warroad. Gavin dumping it down the ice on net. It'll be a save for Sherman, his 34th. 10 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. Knights with the shot in. Save made there. Kennedy. That'll be save number 14 for Patrick. 7 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's even Huntfent. 1:10 left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Wyatt Samuelson. 11:12 left to go here in the third period. Warroad leading Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut 5-1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Sent up and out of the zone, back into the Knights' end. They have to go all the way back in their own end for it now. The Warriors now only down one skater as the Knights with the power play here. Stolen away there by Warroad. It's Mooney Shagaby over there. Set down now, back behind the net. Back behind the net is Sherman. Now it's going to be sent over here far corner. The Knights chasing after it now as they try and get something going here. Bringing it across. Broken up by Warroad, sent back into the Knights' end. Again, the Warrior penalty kill. As mentioned at the top of the broadcast, it was, I talked about it yesterday too, killing off penalties at a 95% plus clip coming into yesterday's action and today's. And sent down the length of the ice again here by the Warriors. Just a few seconds left on the minor penalty to Samuelson. 10:10 left to go here, third period. 5-1 Warroad over the Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. And the Warriors are back at full strength. They back to 5-on-5 hockey here in period number 3. 9:55 left to go in said period. A 5-1 Warroad lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. It's going to be dumped in here down by Notre Dame. Ryan Lee wrapping it around the board here, far side. Connor Lund pass up ahead a little bit. And it's going to be brought across here down by Jackson. Drop past Lund, fires a shot wide as they chases after it over here on the near side now. Banked off the wall, taken up here now by the Warriors. Dumped in here now, Wesley Schreiner. Schreiner sending it all the way around. Play here in the near corner now is 9:17 left to go here in the third. Shot in, that one deflected away. Play goes over here, far side. Back behind the net now. Play over here in the near corner as the Knights try and clear. They do so. That's going to be an icing and a face-off back down in the Notre Dame end. 9 minutes left to go. That means we played 8 here in the third period. 5-1 Warroad with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. 34 saves for Aiden Sherman on the contest, 14 for Patrick Kennedy for Warroad. Again, the second start of the season here for Kennedy. And he won down in Bemidji in early December. 3-1 win for Warroad in that one. Here's Broden Hunfent, top of the circle now. Dumping it down low. Now back behind the net. Warriors with it back behind the net. Now play over here in the near corner. Trying to get it back out to the point. Tied up there right in front of the Notre Dame bench. Gathered up here by the Knights. Tipped up here now. It's going to be taken here by Warroad. Shot in. It's going to be deflected away there by Sherman. Save number 35 for Eden Sherman. Now it's going to be brought across here now by the Knights. Play here near corner. Tied up over there. Shot in. Kennedy with the save. That's save number 15 for Patrick. Sent up here now. It's going to be dumped into the Knights' end as they go back after it. Back in their own end here now. We are over halfway through the third period here in a 5-1 hockey game. 5-1 your score. And a faceoff coming up in the Notre Dame end here with 7:53 left here in the third period. Play over here the far side. Gathered up here now by Notre Dame. Quint Comer sending it up ahead now here for the Knights. Now it's going to be dumped into the Warroad end here by the Knights. As they chase after it here in near corner now. 7:35 left to go here, third period. Warroad right back the other way. Here's Maddox Cole. Cole over into the corner. Player falling down out in front of the Notre Dame nets. And a delayed penalty coming up on the Knights. Mose with it, sending it toward the middle. Loose in front, still loose. Now they're going to whistle it dead finally here. Some extracurricular activity, I guess you could say, coming up following the whistle. But there was a delayed penalty called, so the Knights are going to are going to be down. They'll be down a skater here for the next 2 minutes. And the Warriors will have a power play here of their own. They've scored on the power play twice in the hockey game. Once at 4:55 of the first period. That was scored by Wesley Schreiner. And another one at the 15:40 mark of the first period. That one was scored by Ryan Shagabe. Ethan Kelly in the penalty box here for the Knights. Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And I think, well, maybe we won't. Well, they're going to bring the face-off outside of the Notre Dame zone. So it's going to be on the far face-off dot, just outside of the Knights' blue line. Avon Hunfent now carries it across, drops it back, gets it back once again now, plays it over into the corner. Back up top. Faking a shot now. Gavin Anderson shot in. That one deflected away. A blocker save made there by Sherman. Anderson with it now. Tries to go side of the net over to Shagabe. That one didn't connect. That one flipped up out of the air and out of play. 6:49 left to go here in period 3. 1:31 left to go in the minor penalty to Notre Dame's Ethan Kelly. 5-1 Warroad with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Marvin Home Center in-game update. 3 power play goals scored in this game. 2 by Warroad, 1 by Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And all of those occurring in the first period, a 5-goal first period between the two teams.
Franco.
Right up top. And they're going to say the penalty's on Franco. It's Kelly that's got the that's the player that's listed up there, but it was just announced that it was Franco that was called for the interference. So Warroad back in, top of the circle now. Crisscrossing is Avon Huntfent and Broden Huntfent shot in, save made Sherman. And now we've got some pushing and shoving, and now it's getting a little bit out of hand, and the officials trying to get in and stop it before it gets any further or goes beyond what we just saw here. Got one player going to the penalty box, and I would imagine here's Roderick Jackson going over and another player going over for Notre Dame. Troy Battisti, and Jackson in. So coincidental penalties there. So the Warriors still with the now a 4-on-3. Took that a 5-on-4. Again, that's a coincidental penalty, coincidental roughing penalties called. So Warriors with still a 5-on-4 skater advantage here with 6:10 left to go here in the third, leading 5-1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Face-off here near face-off circle. Tied up. Right up ahead now, one-timer. That one broken stick there. My Broden Huntfent goes back to the bench for another one and comes back after it now as he gets the puck again. Shaft of that stick is still out there. Now it's going to be brought across here. Gavin Anderson. Anderson toward the middle, trailing on a play, shot in, score. Time of the goal is going to be at 11:20 of the third. Even Huntfent is second goal of the period. And it's 6-1. And a power play goal. So the third power play goal for Warroad. Scored 2 in the first, one here in the third. And even Huntfent 2 goals here in the third period. He has 6 now on the season. And I think a timeout being called by Notre Dame. I believe so anyway. I thought that's what they had called. Now and it is. Quick timeout. We'll take one too. 6-1. Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut at KQ92 and online at KQ92.com and yourliveevent.com.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Tick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete
And welcome back here to the Gardens Arena. It's we've got just over 5 minutes left to go here, third period. (6-1) Warroad with the lead. As the Warriors up by 5, a hat trick for Avon Huntvent. A goal in the first period, 2 in the second. And a reminder coming up at the end of our broadcast here, we'll have the first KQ92 Northland Tire all-tournament team. Off the draw, taken up here by the Knights. Shot in, save made Kennedy. That is save number as Schreiner now with the penalty. So we're going to be skating 4-on-4 here for the next minute and 25 seconds, and the Warriors will get a short power play. Or the Knights will get a short power play, make that. So 4-on-4 hockey here. Under 5 minutes left to go here, third period. Warroad leading 6-1 over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Score 6-1. It was 4-1 after one. The Warriors and the Knights skated to a scoreless second period. 2 goals here in the third period, both coming from Avon Huntvent. Gavin Anderson, now one-timer that time by Shogby tried to get it to Anderson. The one-timer didn't quite connect there. Now it's going to be flipped up and out of the zone here now by the Knights. 4:20 left to go here in the period. Brought across here. Broden Huntvent slides it over here. Right side, top of the circle now. Playing it down low now. Puck caroms out. Backhand shot. That one goes up and over the net. Play over here, far corner. 4 minutes left to go here in the third period. Flipped up high in the air and into the Warroad end. And that's going to be an icing, and we're going to get a face-off back down in the Notre Dame end. Coincidental penalties are over. 14 seconds left to go. And the minor penalty to Bobby Ford, and 44 seconds left to go, and the minor penalty to Warroad's Wesley Schreiner. 3:54 left to go here, third period. Warroad leads 6-1 here over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Up ahead now, Thomas Grappentine, D-to-D pass, now gets the puck back here on the near side. Grappentine now at center ice. Now as the Knights are back at full strength, and short power play here for Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut here. 22 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Wesley Schreiner. 3:31 left to go here, third period. Warroad with a 6-1 lead. Gathered in now by the Knights. Skating it up to center. Now it's going to be played in. Steered aside there by Kennedy. Final seconds ticking down on the penalty to Schreiner. And the Warriors will be back at full strength, and they are right now. So we're skating back 5-on-5 here. 3 minutes left to go here, third period. Warroad leads 6-1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Set over here in the corner now, back behind the net. Shot short side. That one hit the side of the net now. Still tied up over here along the near side. Gathered up here now by Ryan Lee. Lee sending it over here in the corner. Now the Knights able to get it out to neutral ice. Shot back the other way. It's Ryan Chamernick over there. 2:30 left to go here in the hockey game. 6-1, Warroad with the lead over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Breakout pass a little bit too far. Taken up here now by Huntvent. Back in his own zone, Broden Huntvent. Avon Huntvent with the hat trick here for the Warriors this afternoon. Broden, pass up ahead a little bit too far. Broken up here by the Knights. They bring it back the other way. Dominica DiCicchio. Shot in, Knights in, shot goal. A goal for Notre Dame as Warroad left a winger all in front all by himself. And he was able to put it past Kennedy. Goal scored by Xavier Mitchell. Time of the goal is going to be at 15 minutes of period number 3. So Xavier Mitchell with the goal, making it a 6-2 hockey game. Here comes Warroad back the other way, 2-on-1. That one shot just wide there by Parker Mose. Minute and a half left here in period number 3 here. 6-2 game. Shot in, blocker save made there by Sherman. Brought back across here now by Warroad. It's Wesley Schreiner. Schreiner back behind the net of the Knights. Kept in now, skating it in, shot in. That one deflected away. Coming up in a final minute of play here in the hockey game. 6-2 Warroad with the lead here over Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Now it's Eben Hunfend looking for goal number 4. That one blocked away. Save number 39. Final minute of play here, third period. Skating it in now, shot in, goal! Parker Mose makes it a 7-2 game. Time of this one's going to be at 16:07. So a minute and 7 seconds after Notre Dame has scored their second goal, Warroad comes up with their 7th. 7-2 your score.
Third period. Goal by number 8, Parker Mose, with a 23 Egan Hunter. Almost a lot under 16:07.
Eben Hunfent on this. This is a big night for Eben Hunfent. Again, coming up here at the tail end here of the broadcast, we'll have the first ever KQ92 Northland Tire All Tournament team for this year's Boys Hockeytown Holiday Classic. It's brought across here by Jackson. Final seconds ticking down here. And Warroad will go 2-1 on the tournament, dropping their first game to Red River, winning against Central and now against Notre Dame. Carried across here now by the Knights, steered aside there by Kennedy. And there you go. That's the hockey game. Warroad wins 7-2. Back with our post game right after this and KQ92 and online at KQ92.com and yourliveevent.com.
Throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life right on Lake of the Woods, some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad, or on the web at marvinhomecenter.com.
All right, welcome back as we wrap things up here on a post-game report where the Warroad Warriors have defeated the Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. To let's see. Four goals make that. It's almost going to say 5, but 4. As we will run that down. We've got Jay Hardwood coming over here as we're going to get that part of the post game over with. As the coach joins us here, as the Warriors pick up a win and improve to 10-3. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Nice start. Another four goals in the first period. Yeah, I kind of like it when you can put up 4 in the first 17 minutes.
Yeah, it obviously makes things a little bit easier. I thought our power play was very good today. They moved the puck well. They found the openings, and it's one of those things where we work on a lot, but when you have the players that we do, you set it up for them, and then you let the skill take over, and it's fun to watch.
The power play is great, but the penalty kill, my goodness, I mean, you're killing penalties off at 95% plus. I mean, you want to be at 90%, and you're well above that. I mean, I would imagine that's something that you work on just about as much as you do the power play, right?
Yeah, the power or penalty kill, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just, but it's hard work, and that's the thing. If you're working hard and you're jumping on guys and you're clearing pucks and you're making the right plays, you got to take a little. It's kind of a pride thing, and we take a lot of pride in being really good on our PK, because penalties are going to happen, and they're going to happen, and you gotta kind of lift the team up and shake it off and get those kills. And we've done a really good job so far, and hopefully it continues.
Yeah, you were right about the Notre Dame team too. I mean, the score might not reflect it. I mean, as a 5-goal win by the Warriors, but they made you work for every one of them.
Yes, I knew that. Larry does a great job with those kids, and they work extremely hard, and they don't quit. And I knew that they were going to give an effort like that, and that's what I expected, and that was a message that I gave our kids, that we have to match their work ethic, because if we don't, last year we were in overtime with them, and so I think we got that message, and then we went out and had a good first period, and then the second period we controlled it a lot, but didn't quite score as much as I would have liked, but or at all. But that happens sometimes. Give their goaltender credit. He stood in there, faced a lot of shots, and made a lot of saves.
All right, as we wrap up 25 and head into 26, let's get a little letter grade, kind of a report card, as it were, for the Warriors for the first half of the season. Let's start with goaltending. What would how would you rank that here for the first half?
Well, Finn's been very good. I don't think that's any secret. He's played very well, and I just hope it keeps going that direction. He's made a lot of big saves for us when we needed them, and that's what you need. A lot of times the most important thing is a goaltender, because if you have poor goaltending, it's tough to win hockey games.
Yep. Defensive core. I think we talked about the defensive core probably since preseason, and that was probably one of your bright spots coming into the year, and they've shown that here so far.
Yeah, and I kind of expected that a veteran group of kids that for the most part that they've played a lot of minutes for us, a lot of games, and I told them that at the beginning of the year that I thought that was going to be the strength of our team, the way they played and the way they defended, and yeah, they've been very good.
All right, very good. And finally, your forwards.
Yeah, and our forwards, we didn't return besides Mooney and Gavin, we didn't have a lot of scoring coming back. And wasn't sure where we were going to get it. And, obviously Gavin and Mooney have continued to produce, and, it's good to see, other guys jumping in there. You got Q Jackson, who, just a freshman, and Connor Lund is, had those goals in spurts. And then, I thought Casey Hendrickson has really elevated his game from last year. It just seems like he's more confident. He's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and you can tell out there. So it's good to see him take that next step, and I hopefully he keeps taking the steps to even get even better.
All right, very good. Well, I tell you what, I hope 26 brings as much success as 25 did. Appreciate you joining us in the post game. Got a couple of player interviews here. Appreciate you joining us, and we'll catch up with you next year. Okay.
Yes, sir. We've got just so you know, I got Tootsie and Broden are here. So obviously Tootsie got a hat trick, and
Yep.
then and Broden did get his 100th point.
He did. Yep.
Tonight.
Yep.
So
that's right.
I told him that I think the last one we had was Ryan Lund, a defenseman, getting 100 points, and it doesn't happen very often. So it's a testament to him and his play over the last 4 years.
All right, very good. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that is Warroad Coach Jay Hardwick. Now it's time for whoever wants to go first. All righty, there you go. Talking with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Broden Hunfent. He gets his 100th point, milestone for a defenseman. Congratulations on that one, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good. Nice win today. I mean, you put up 4 in the first period. Not very often a hockey team can say that they put up 4 on their opponent. Talk about the mood going into the game, especially after that big win over Central last night.
Yeah, so we were riding high from yesterday when we played really well. So we just thought that we'd bring the same mentality in. We had a team breakfast again, and then came and did the same thing as we did the night before.
Yeah, everyone wants to forget about Monday, and I think Monday's in the past. If I'm speaking for the players, and I hope I am, Monday is kind of in the rearview mirror. You're kind of building off of Central. Now you can build off of this game too, can't you?
Yeah. So Jay came in on yesterday after the game and was like, "Let's just forget about Monday. Today's a new day." And so I think that really brought us together as a group, and was like, "Yeah, it's all right. It's all right to have a bad day once in a while, but." That happens, but we responded really well, which was good.
All right, again, we're talking with Broden Hunfent. He is the Enbridge Energy Player of the game. And again, getting your 100th point, putting it in some very elite company. I think Coach Hardwick said the last defenseman to get 100 points. He's not playing right now, but I'm sure he's going to be back on the ice with the Austin Bruins here pretty quickly, and that's Ryan Lund. How does that feel being mentioned in the same sentence with a former Warrior and a guy that's playing, doing some good things in the juniors now?
Yeah, he's a great player. I'm lucky enough I got to play with him for 2 years before he finally graduated, and he was a great role model and mentor for me, which he's always someone I can bounce questions off and look up to. So yeah, it's great to have him mention my name with him. That's great.
All right, very good. Need your shirt size, sir. I just need to grab these over here. Broden, what's your shirt size? Large, okay. All right. Extra small, yeah. No, I bring them all. There you go, sir. Thank you. All right, let's bring in Evan Honfent. He's the guy that had the hat trick. Congratulations, sir. Great game for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. 4 goals in the first period. I think you had the first one at a tail end of the period. I think a power play goal. Talk about how you guys worked on the power play today because things seem to be really clicking for you.
Yeah, we just got to move the puck quick, get killers out of position, and take it to the net hard.
Yeah. And now both teams didn't score in the second period. Was it something that they were doing that was kind of keeping you from putting the puck in the net, and the same on the other end? What kind of happened there?
I think we came out flat. We weren't making very good passes, but we sharpened up in the third, so that's all right.
Yeah, and you did put a couple past in the third period. Talk about your goals in the third period and how those plays kind of developed.
Oh yeah, I read a play good, and it just happened to be on my stick, and then Jiggy shot one on net, got blocked, and came right on my stick again. So pretty good.
Yeah, when you're right there, I think good things happen. That's for sure. And now when we talk with Broden, we talked Monday that's forgotten about. Tuesday, oh wow, what a big win against Central, and obviously you guys carried that momentum into tonight's game. Now, how do you carry the momentum from this game into your first game coming up in 26 now?
Now we just gotta be sharp in practice, work hard, and we'll be all right.
All right, very good. Evan Huntman is our Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods Warroad Thread star of the game. I'm guessing extra large.
That's right.
I get a gold star, right? You get the star of the game shirt, and I'll take the gold star. If you can't have fun on New Year's Eve, then there's something wrong, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, and pretty sure I did. Oh, let's see, medium. I'm gonna take them all out of there, and if I have to, I have to. There it is, hiding. XL. There you go. Congrats. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, to Evan Huntfeld, he is our Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods Warroad Thread star of the game. The Woods, check them out as the ice fishing season is underway as far as Lake of the Woods. You can get all of your gear at the Woods, and make sure you stop in at Warroad Threads. And they have all the apparel, all of your embroidery needs, from hats to shirts to jackets. Check them out. Warroad Threads are right across the radio station, as a matter of fact, right on Lake Street in Warroad. Again, Evan Huntfent is your Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods Warroad Threads star of the game, and your player of the game, Broden Huntfent, the Enbridge Energy player of the game, as he picked up his 100th point tonight. And again, he's your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Life takes energy, Enbridge. Visit them at enbridge.com and find out more about what they do, because they bring you energy safely, reliably, and sustainably. Again, go to www.enbridge.com. Before we go, we need to announce the first ever KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team. Your forwards are Gavin Anderson from Warroad, Hayden Ulmer from Grand Forks Red River, and Ryland Spicer from Grand Forks Central. Their defense, Broden Huntfent and Avon Huntfent from Warroad, and your goaltender is Finn Hansen from Warroad. We will get the certificates out and check that. Also making the team, Ethan Kelly from Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. So that is your KQ92 Northland Tire All-Tournament team. That is going to wrap up our broadcast. We do want to thank all of our sponsors for sponsoring, and thanks to you for listening. We will be back with you in 26. As a matter of fact, that's going to be Friday. It's going to be our next broadcast on KQ92 and your live event. It'll be Warroad boys basketball. The Warriors playing host to the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines. That's your next sports broadcast in KQ92 and YLE. Once again, your final from the Gardens, Warroad 7, Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut 2. Have yourself a happy New Year's Eve, a happy New Year's Day, and we will catch you on the other side in 2026 for Lake Country KQ92 and your live events. I'm John Michael.
A cold weather advisory in effect tonight. We'll see a few light snow showers with a low of 22 below zero, minus 30 Celsius, and even colder wind chills. Thursday, a little bit of light snow for New Year's Day. High temperature of 3 degrees, minus 16 Celsius. Friday, sunny with a high of 6, minus 14 Celsius. That's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller on Lake Country, KQ92. Right now, it's minus 6.